All right, remember we've coined a new phrase. It's called hodgepodging. And I want to show you the embellishments that you can add to your work, and it makes it even more exciting. Put this over here. So I've made this little turtle, and I'm gonna color him in with some colored pencils. The more shades of color you put into your artwork, the more realistic it looks. And I've got 3 shades of pink here. I'm gonna go into my turtle, I'm gonna color with the colored pencils, adding variety to my picture. This right here is one of my favorite products. It's a Sharpie and it's water-based. It's white. And I can highlight with this really easily, go back in with my colored pencils and do some shading that is really fast and really effective. I've got some watercolors here. They're very cheap ones. They're from Michaels. They're their value line. These have like a pearlized sheen to them, and it makes a neat effect on this paper. So you've stained your paper with the watercolor. Remember, it's a certain kind of watercolor that we used. You will have to go back to the first video to find out what that is. But it gives a really light effect so that you can go back in with other things and push and pull your color. All right, so I'm just gonna start. Here's this darker color. Now, in real life, turtles are not pink, but this isn't real life. This is hodgepodging. I'm being a hodgepodger right now because I'm hodgepodging. And so I'm just gonna scribble in various directions, very light pressure as I go. A lot of people think you color in one way. It's better if you go several directions with your colored pencil, because then those lines and stuff kind of diffuse. So scribble kind of one way and then go over it another way. I'm gonna make this fin look kind of 3D, more 3-dimensional, not as flat. All right, so now I have a medium color, this medium pink. I'm gonna go in there, kind of go into that first pink, which was darker. I'm gonna push a little harder, and that kind of blends that together. Now I didn't go all the way to the edge, but I went into it. I can go back with my first color and lightly touch that merged spot, and then I can really get a nice blend of color there. I like that. All right, now here's a lighter color. I can go in with that. So I have 3 steps of pink, and that makes that fin look more real. Ah, this is so soothing. This is my little art nest, and I spend a lot of time here. It's very relaxing. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3 steps of color. So where those 2 edges meet, it's not blended as well as I'd like. So I'm gonna lightly go back in with my colored pencil and just put just a very onion skin layer of color right there. So I have my 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. Now this is where the magic happens. This white is wonderful. So I'm gonna put the white in there. And it might look a little shocking because that step to that lighter white is abrupt. So I'm gonna go into my water. I'm gonna diffuse the edge with my brush and water and just kind of pull the pigment of the white Sharpie. Remember to get the water-based Sharpie, not the oil-based Sharpie. And I'm pulling some of that white into my fin, like that. See how it looks like a highlight and it's popping now? Once that dries, I can go back in with these and kind of toggle back and forth and get that smoother step if I want to. Because I'm using the white watercolor-based Sharpie, these work. If this was oil-based, this wouldn't work. All right, so that's one really good little tidbit for you. Now you can also go in with these watercolors. Now, the edge of the glue has made kind of a little pocket. So painting in here is fabulous. You don't go out of the lines. I tend to go out of the lines a lot when I paint. So this makes me feel like I'm a little more professional, I guess. This right here is just a little spritzer, and you can spritz water on things. So you can kind of activate your paint. So much fun. Oops. That kind of gets the paint going for you. So I'm going to just go in and grab some of that. So I don't know, what should I do? Later on, I'm going to keep doing this illustration and I'll show it to you in Instagram. My Instagram account is Happy Gina Graham. So you can see the finished illustration there. I'm going to just go in and paint somewhere else though. I picked up pink. Don't think I want pink. You can change your mind. All right, let's go with blue. Let's see, I like this blue. All right, so I'm just gonna go in here and just put some kind of texture in my picture, just to make it more interesting. It's a really whimsical illustration. So, you know, you wouldn't find this stuff in the ocean, and that's cool. Just add to it. So the shell, maybe I want the shell green. I can go in here and just kind of fill in that little space. And then take your finger and just wipe it away if it gets where it shouldn't be. And this pearlized look is amazing. It has a little special quality compared to just a flat paint. So I would just kind of paint those little spaces like a stained glass window. Once that's dry, I can go back in with colored pencils, any color, and I can shade and layer things up. So Hodgepodge is a mixture of things. You're mixing glue, you're mixing watercolor paint, you're mixing this amazing Sharpie product, colored pencils, and the sky's the limit. You can spend a little time at it or a lot of time at it. So this is hodgepodging. Thanks for being with us. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Happy Gina Graham. We are so excited to hear from you there. And please share it with your friends so everyone can know about this channel. It's a free class, and I'm sure your friends would love to see a free art class. Please remember the code that we talked about at the beginning of the video. You can go to ginagraham.com and put that in and get a nice free printable there at ginagraham.com. Free stuff is fun, and I think you'll really like it. So be happy, do art, and come see me again.